you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself off from the roof, 'cause you fucking love it when I fade. 'Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself off from the roof, 'cause you fucking love it when I fade. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself off from the roof, 'cause you fucking love it when I fade. 'Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself off from the roof, 'cause you fucking love it when I fade. Don't like the lights, but it's camera time. Said take the picture, but you rolled your eyes. Now I'm mortified and still terrorized. Push me behind to get me from my better side. I wanna push you back, but that's all you want. Wanna rub me up, I'm holding back. Tryna get me framed, throw me in cuffs. Said I attacked you, that's just a false truth. No need to argue, and yeah, I've had enough. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. Oh, there's more to me. Anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. I find you there. I'm so scared to leave my house, so I cannot run free from this. Always being watched by you, and that's so inconsiderate. My privacy, does that exist? Probably haven't heard of it. Need to live a different life, cause lights and cameras are in it. Trying to find a silver lining. What I wanna do is avoid the violence, but you're here again, I'm losing it. There's no more screaming in silence. Get out my face, turn off the flash. I hate the fame, no more of that. Leave me alone or I'll collapse. I need a break, don't feel the crack. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there. Yeah, yeah. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. Oh, there's more to me. But anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. I find you there. cheated, I wasn't playing. Now, this time I leave with my head up winning. Don't feel like crying. What goes up comes back down. What goes out comes around. And what goes up comes back down, and your day will come around. Oh no. What goes up comes back down. What goes out comes around. You're so dumb and reckless. You already reckless. What goes up comes back down, and your day will come around. I don't wanna fix this. You already like this. But go. What goes up comes back down. What goes up.
And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Apollo Racing Club Codemasters F1. It is round 7 here at Apollo Racing Club in the only tier of Codemasters F1. Tonight, I am joined with Van tonight, and we are at the Circuit de Barcelona. It is going to be great, great race, I think. It's the old Barcelona setup, so the turn 10 is not what it is currently, but that only changes the circuit by just a little bit. It is a 4.655 kilometer, 2.8 mile long circuit, so we're going to see the F1 21 cars go around here for one last time this season. Van, how are you doing this evening? Hi, Only Rye.
It's very tough on the drivers mentally, because you got to do like 35 million laps of all those hard turns and the hairpin and sector 3 get a pain in the butt sometimes. So we'll see how the drivers manage.
Well, it's going to be very interesting. Let's take a look at our standings from last week. Last week, we raced at Monza, and kind of pretty much a really weird race. We saw Gore, our championship leader. He finished 6th last week. He still holds on to the championship lead. Max currently in 2nd place with 73 points, and he finished 2nd last week. Rogue did not finish last week, but he's still sitting at that number 3 spot. Ginger picked up a podium last week in the Red Bull and has 55 points. And Lawrence, a reserve driver who is racing again here tonight, he picked up the win, adding 25 points to his total with 43 points to his name. NYK in the AlphaTauri sitting in the 6th spot with 41 points. SoCal Blazer with 32 points in 7th position. Ruda in 8th place right now with 30 points and having a DNF in Singapore and then did not start last week. And in that 9th position, it will be Martin Sanchez with 28 points and picking up 4th place last week, picking up 13. And running out the top 10 is Smithy, a reserve driver, picking up 20 points so far this season. Looking at the team championship so far, Aston Martin with 183 points. Red Bull with 75 in 2nd place. Alfa Romeo, though, hitting it hard with 67 points, and that's thanks to Rogue. And McLaren in 4th place with 42. AlphaTauri in 5th place with 41 points. So those two teams really going to have to battle it out here towards the tail end of the season with 4 races to go. Mercedes in 6th, Haas in 7th, Ferrari in 8th, Williams in 9th, and the Alpine in 10th. So the standings are starting to get really intense. I mean, we see the AlphaTauri and McLaren battle starting to heat up, but Alfa Romeo and Red Bull, those guys are pretty close to each other as well, Van.
Yeah, they are. That'll be an interesting fight. Figlin unable to. Wait, what? Oh, Figlin has 6 points, but it's not counted, I guess. Maybe he was reserved when it happened.
For Figlin, his last, 6 points, and they did not count towards the team championship because he's not a full. Well, technically he's registered on there as a driver, so we'll have to see what happened there. But we're getting ready for qualifying. 18 minutes here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, and 33 laps directly after that. So any predictions, only Ryan Van, before we head into qualifying?
Lawrence will likely start in the back. Rogue might be there, but not by his own choice. And we'll probably see Gore or Max take up pole position. Maybe even Ginger might throw in a solid qualifying session. And yeah, those are my predictions.
As usual, my only prediction and the one I'm most confident in is that Gore will not have a good race and will likely be an F.
Oh, that's a big prediction. When was the last time Gore actually DNF'd? He hasn't had a DNF this season, so that will be very interesting to find out when that happens. Don't know what the delay is going on here.
It's for Ruda, who at the last minute said that he will not be able to make it, but I don't even know what's going on. Are we waiting? Are we not waiting? Golf is typing. We're figuring this out.
Well, hopefully we can figure it out here shortly because it's time to go racing here. We waited long enough. We're already past the 5-minute timer that the rules state we need to allow. So we're just waiting on just one, hopefully one more person. If not, we're going to continue on. But we got quite a good-sized grid tonight. Drake and Wolf is here this evening. Radical Aardvark in the Alfa Romeo. Let's Talk Golf, of course, in the Haas. Gore in the Aston Martin. Lawrence in the Ferrari. Fig in the AlphaTauri. Max in the Aston Martin. NYK in the AlphaTauri is here. Kaginis is here in the Red Bull. Torres is here in the Alpine. SoCal Blazer in the McLaren. Mr. Ultra, of course, in the Ferrari. Ginger as well here in the Red Bull. Martin Sanchez showing up in the Mercedes. Sir Snow in the Haas. Juan Serra in the McLaren. Rogue, of course, somebody who's looking to pick up some big points tonight in the Alfa Romeo. Atmosphere is here as well in the Williams. And then, of course, our 3 spectators. So we pretty much have almost everybody here, it seems like. Yeah, 19 drivers. So we're just missing one. So this is going to make it pretty much an interesting race. Last week, of course, no stream. But we saw Lawrence take a victory this season, his first victory of the season. Max falling behind him. So kind of made things very interesting. But this is the final season of our Apollo Racing Club Codemasters F1 2021. And we're going to gear up for the new game coming out this very soon for F1 22. So some new tracks coming out in that, such as Miami. So that will make it definitely very interesting. So now we're going to start getting loaded in here for our qualifying.
You know what I heard is Hanoi might make a reappearance.
Hanoi might make a reappearance. I will believe that when I see pigs fly, man. I don't know if I should take your word on that. I mean, it is a track that will never probably be raced on, unfortunately, due to 2020 being a year. But enough of talk about that. Let's talk about the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. A few things about this track. I mean, it is the testing track. A lot of guys, pretty much everybody in this league knows exactly what this is, what track this is. Very familiar with it. Kind of the certain areas to be watching out for, of course, is going to be in the turn one. Great passing attempt or an overtaking zone. And then, of course, you have the chicane at the end of the lap. You definitely want to try and defend positions through there because a bad run out of there will open yourself up to an overtaking opportunity. So some guys already out there on track. So let's see who's out there. We got the Haas's are out there first. Is that correct?
Looks like it.
So it's going to be Sir Snow who's the first man out on a track there. So, and then followed behind him is going to be Let's Talk Golf. And then I see a Mercedes as well. Is that correct? Or no, I think there's somebody else out in front of him. Maybe an Alpine? It's hard to tell.
It looks like a Williams.
A Williams?
Yeah, no, Alpine. Draken.
Drakenwolf. Drakenwolf, first man out. So everybody coming out to get ready to do their first initial hot laps here at Barcelona. So make sure to type in chat what your predictions are. Of course, you can follow the live telemetry. There should be a link posted in the chat. So if you want to follow along to see what we're seeing as well and being able to keep up with all the action, because of course there's always a lot of action happening in these races. It's hard just for even two people to keep up. But here goes Drakenwolf. We'll ride on board with him as he gets ready to start his first hot lap here.
Drakenwolf to start off the first hot lap of the night. A whole bunch of space in front of him and behind him. Let's see where he brakes coming into turn 1, just at before the 50-meter board, and he has done well not to spin the car on that second curb. He will now carry speed coming into turn 4, which he'll brake just under the bridge, I believe. Yep. Misses the apexes a bit, but it's okay.
Does a nice job getting the car slowed through turn 5.
Yep. Coming into a very difficult turn, in my opinion. You can see he had a little bit of snap over here, I think, and almost lost the car. He's doing good to recover from that, though. Coming into the old turn 7. This is, I believe, right? Turn 7? I don't know. No. Yes? 10? I don't know.
That is turn... technically, it is turn... they call it turn 11 according to my map. That is turn 10. The old turn 10.
Coming through the hairpin, it can be tough, especially with how Cody's made their track here. But Drakenwolf about to set the first time, 19.9. Sir Snow just behind him, 2 seconds quicker with 17.8.
I just saw Atmosphere coming across the line, going third fastest, now down to fourth with a 120.0. Let's Talk Golf. Hello. 116.8. Gore not even able to beat that time on the medium tire with a 117.4. Tours going down to falling to fourth place with a 118.8, and then Radical Aardvark picking up P6 with a 119.0. Now we're seeing some hard times come in. It's going to be Max with a 117.4, and Ginger with the fastest lap time.
3,000 on golf.
That is an absolute stonker lap, and able to get past Golf there on qualifying. But what a lap there from Golf. That was totally unexpected. Juan Serra up in the P5 now, a 117.6. NYK in P6 with a 117.7. And SoCal Blazer goes down to P8 with a 117.9. Kaginis in P11 with a 119.1. And Atmosphere falls down to the 13th position in a 120.0. So let's take a look now. Let's go to Rogue here, because Rogue is out there on a hot lap, and he is looking to put up a time. It looks like Lawrence tried to put up a hot lap as well, but it was an invalid lap, as you can see on our screens. He already has a lap done on those soft tires. So here comes now Rogue through turn number 9, keeps it flat in 8th gear, gets the DRS, and he's going to fly down into turn number 10. Does a nice job. Gets right over the curve. Keeps the car nice and straight. Keeps the balance nice and even. And now he's coming through pretty much probably the most difficult part here in terms of grip and keeping the grip there with the tires. And he now falls into the chicane.
I think Rogue is looking to pit.
No,
or
he's
he's getting. Oh no, he's setting. I think he was setting himself up for a hot lap because it's a Riyadh.
He put up a
He'll
128,
definitely-
so
Yeah, he's going to improve here, but I don't think he'll want to improve that drastically because those tires will definitely be a bit worn.
coming through turn.
Martin. Oop,
Go ahead.
Are you watching?
I'm watching Rogue, but we can go to Martin.
Yep, Martin in the Mercedes. He's been pretty quick this season as well. He's a newcomer in ARC, so let's see what he can do as he crosses the line for the first time tonight. 16.5
pole.
fastest. Yeah.
Woo! What a lap there. So seeing some guys getting into those 116s, I mean, can we see a potential of a 115 lap? I mean, that's going to be a tall order, but I mean, we're seeing a 115 and a half. That really shows that there is some time still to be found, especially for Ginger and Let's Talk Golf, being only 0.003 of a second off each other. But the biggest shocker right now, Max, currently a 117.4. He's somebody who I expect to do much, much better. Let's head over to Ruda now in the other Mercedes. He is somebody who is looking to have better performances.
Yeah.
Last time I was commentating was in China, and Ruda actually did fairly well. He was racing again. He had the win, actually, I think. He had the win in the bag. But
Oh, his teammate.
his teammate giving him a nice little slipstream down in the turn 10. Nice. That's going to help him out quite a lot. He put up a purple sector, too, with a 28.7. So he is looking really, really quick here. Doesn't have too much wear on the tires either, so these tires are going to be nice and fresh when he comes across the line. So in case he does need a used set at, when he starts the race, these tires will not be so bad. And Ruda 116.8. So Rogue actually put up a 116.807.
I'm actually shocked about that because his tires should be worn, and I guess will he be able to set a faster time later in the session? Probably, but there's still that risk that he doesn't.
Well, let's head over to Ginger in the Red Bull.
Ginger
116.8. He's looking to improve on his time. Martin Sanchez, though, he had two purple sectors, a purple sector 1 and a purple sector 3. Now Ginger, purple sector 1, a 21.6, just a hair quicker than the Mercedes driver of Martin Sanchez, who put up a 21.692, and then he goes off track and invalidates his lap. Thanks, Ginger, very much. So we'll move on from him, and let's go to Mr. Ultra in the Ferrari, who's just now starting the lap.
Mr. Ultra, coming from Tier 2, has done pretty well in his Tier 1 debut season, in my opinion. And looks like he's slowing down, actually.
He's slowing down to get out of the way of Max. And he just started a hot lap.
Yeah, I wonder why.
So let's go to Max then. Since we just saw the Aston Martin pass by Mr. Ultra in the Ferrari. Max looking to make up, it looks like he is 0.8 off of the pace here of pole position. So he's going to be looking to improve on his time. He put up a 21.7. That's only a green sector, so that's a personal best for him. He's got to find a purple sector. He does not get a purple sector 2, but he does improve. So he is going to be looking at some sort of position gain. But now he's falling down to P9 as... Who went up? Nobody went up. I didn't realize he was P9.
Yeah, Surf Snow actually went past him just now.
Okay.
As he finishes off, let's see where Max can head to second. 1/10 off Martin.
Yep, 116.6. No fastness sector times in there, so he is going to be looking to improve at some point. Some other guys that are out there that might be a shocker. Let's head over to Gore. Max's teammate, as he's coming through the final sector, it's actually right before the chicane. Comes into the chicane. Where does he come out? Does a nice job. Doesn't get over the sausage curbs. Now he's coming into the final turn. And can he get a good launch here? And he is going to get that launch. He crosses the line. Goes pole position with a 116.3. So now there's a new time to beat, and I think everybody's going to see that time, especially the top 5 right now, and they're going to want to try something. Ginger definitely can do that. I feel like he has it in him if he can just find some form of time. Where did he gain that time at? He gained it in sectors 2 and 3. His 2 purple sectors, a 26.6 in sector 2. And then, unfortunately, I ended up losing that. What did he put up in sector 3? A 25.9 in sector 3. So did a nice job there. So, who else is out there? The AlphaTauri had a purple sector at one point, but goes off track, so he invalidated his lap. Tours ends up retiring from the session. So let's go to NYK, who's crossing the line now. He goes third fastest with a 116.6. So he's dropped. So a lot of surprises here tonight at Apollo Racing Club Codemasters F1.
Yeah, NYK, a very competitive driver. He's been consistently in the top 5, fighting around there. So great job by him. And we got a very competitive, like, top 7, maybe even top 8, if you think about it. So it's going to be interesting to see where people end up. With 6 minutes left in quali, we're still waiting for a few more people to do some better laps here. I want to see better laps from Rad, Kigingus, and Fig in Atmosphere, for sure. I feel like they can all get into 17s if they wanted to. Fig, the first ever ARC champ. Tier 1 champ.
Let's see, who else is out there right now? I mean, we saw Gore go on the medium tires. No, he's only done softs. We saw,
didn't he do his first lap on mediums?
Yeah, he did a cider lap, it looks like. So, and NYK actually did a full lap. He did 2 laps on the mediums as well, at least according to the timing screens I have here. Let's take a look again. Ruda, he was able to get in. Can't believe it. He made it. So he's into the pits. Where does Rogue? Well, Rogue is now starting a lap here.
I'm on board with Fig just to see what he's doing, and I'm not sure if he's going to improve. Is he? He does, but it's not really enough to give him that many. I mean, yeah, he would have just been one position higher. With
Well,
one extra tenth.
This is one of these races. I think we're going to see probably some shocking things. I mean, based on what we've seen already, seeing some guys really put in some fast lap times here. But also, I mean, just the way that this field has become, it's become very competitive. And we went from having 3 tiers to 2 tiers. Now we only have 1 single tier for the last season of this iteration of F1 games for the 2021 game. And I mean, it's been a crazy, I mean, it's been up and down for a lot of guys. I feel like we saw, of course, China a few weeks back. If you shoot into your memory banks with how intense that race was, man, you were in that race. And that was probably one of the most crazy races. I mean, we did have a game bug that allowed Gore to overtake Ruda for the race lead under safety car.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that penalty actually ever got removed or if anything ended up coming of that.
Nope.
But that was one of the crazier moments. And we're going to see another, hopefully we don't see a crazy moment like that in this race, but hopefully we see some very close racing. It seems like everybody...
Ginger looks to be doing a really good lap, I think.
He is on a really good lap. 2 green sectors, a 21.6 in Sector 1, a 28.5 in Sector 2. So he's
coming up on traffic, though. Will that affect him?
If he
it
hits
shouldn't,
the traffic,
I think.
If the traffic doesn't hit him right at the right point, this is the perfect point for him because he'll get the slipstream coming down the front straight here. And he crosses the line, goes third fastest with a 1:16.5. Wow. He's only now 0.2 off of Gore's pace. And Gore's out there on another lap with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here.
Yep. It's crazy how only 1 second separates first to 12th right now.
Right, yeah. Right now, if you actually look at the gaps from first all the way to 10th, that's when you get into the 12th. 12th is when the 1 second gap starts forming up. I mean, right now, Martin Sanchez only 79 hundredths off of Gore's pace.
Sir Snow is retired on track coming out of turn 9.
Had a crash there. Ruda taking what's now the new turn 10 and 11.
A lot of people having some avoiding to do for some reason. Don't know what happened there. A lot of people are on track right now trying to get their final laps done.
Looks like Max right now on a hot lap. He is looking quick here. 21.7 in Sector 1, so a little bit quicker than the Red Bull of... Actually, slower. He was slower by a 10th in Sector 1. Right now, Ginger has the 2 fastest sectors on the fastest 2 sectors, Sector 1 and 2, currently. Here comes Max now, coming out of the chicane. He flew through that chicane.
He did. Let's see where he ends up. Will he be able to pick up pole? Nope. 1/10 behind his teammate and a couple hundredths behind Martin. Gore looks like he might even set a faster lap, maybe a 16.2. I don't think we'll see him in the 15s unless he really set a really banger lap here. Let's find out. Nope, but he does go faster.
116.
Martin. Ooh, Martin might beat this. He might beat his time.
Martin right now, Sector 1, currently a 21.6. Sector 2 was green. So let's see where he comes out. This is where that chicane, you can gain some time through that chicane, as we saw with Max and Gore. They absolutely flew through there. A little tight coming out of the final corner, and he does not improve.
Yeah. NYK, anything he can do? Rogue actually going to finish lap before him. Maybe Rogue can... Rogue actually hasn't set a faster lap, so he's going to maybe start on those old tires. But let's see. He does set a fast lap, and he's the first one in 15.94 times, or 3 times basically, quicker than Gore. NYK, unable to go faster, but that's a banger of a lap by Rogue to make sure he does not start on those old tires, and what a way to do it.
And Max Max was able to come across the line. He goes on 116.2, overtaking Gore. Gore falls down to third. So... yeah. That is absolutely shocker from here, and Gore's not on a lap. He's definitely not going full throttle, so he's going to remain in P3, but Gore steals the show with a 1:15.9. I said it, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we got into the 1:15s, and Rogue just decided, he said, you know what, hold my beer, and he does it. So, good for Rogue. I mean, he is bouncing back here. He's looking to collect some championship points. If he can get a couple of wins under his belt, I mean, he still will not have a chance at the championship, but to be able to get pole position here tonight, I mean, that is going to help him for this race. So, what a time, what a stonking lap. That is absolutely fast.
Yeah.
So
it's really competitive between 1 and 12, so really... these drivers got to make sure they don't make any mistakes in the first opening lap so they don't fall down the order. And obviously we have Lawrence, who is starting last. He's going to definitely make his way up the order pretty quickly, and then he'll also be a competitor for the win. But it's going to be tough. He got a lot of good drivers ahead of him that he still has to battle and get past before he can lead this race, which I believe he probably will end up doing.
Well, the man on pole is going to be the man, a champion here at Apollo Racing Club, Codemasters Formula One. He won in the 2020 championship. So, but what a lap from him. I mean, that is something you don't see every day. So, taking a look at the incidences, Make sure we get all those in there. But, Van, any predictions now before we head into 33 laps here at Barcelona?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, I feel like people are really close, so you just got to make sure you don't pick up any damage, don't crash into people. Just got to make sure your start's good and keep it safe. Keep your head down and just get past this race, because those 33 laps are long as heck on this track.
It is a long race. It feels like it's one of the longer ones on the calendar. So it's going to be very interesting to see how all of this is going to work out for everybody. I mean, we're going to see some really interesting pit strategies. What are we looking at in terms of pit strategies? Are we looking at the one stop?
Honestly, I wouldn't know. It might be a two-stopper for the top 10, but I just don't know. I haven't raced, unfortunately, in this game that often to know, but my guess is anyone in the outside of the top 10 will be looking to possibly one stop, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what the little in-game app also says, you know.
Gotta trust that AWS app.
Yeah.
Game. Well, everybody out on the grid now. Of course, the formation lap going to start here. That gives us a brief pause in the action. Get everything all set up.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people out of the top 10 starting on mediums, and 4 of them going on softs. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I think it's soft medium. It'd make the most sense if those people out of the top 10 are going to start on softs, unless they are betting on a safety car, which could be possible. It's pretty common for people to spin coming out of turn 8. So maybe we'll see a couple safety cars, which will shake up things strategy-wise.
Well, looking at the weather, it's going to be cloudy all through the session. Air temperature looking about 33 degrees Celsius. So, and Figlin already committed an offense. He's already back at the pits, already back at the start-finish line. So there's the pit strategy. Softs, you're going to last 6 to 7 laps, and then you're going to head on to the mediums. If you risk it, you can definitely do the hards. So it is looking more, if you started on the soft tire, it is looking more like a two-stop strategy here.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure some people will attempt to stretch them out. And with the aid of safety cars, of course, try to do something with that. It's interesting to me that Fig got disqualified, but no one else did, so he must have done something like weird. Because normally when you see people get disqualified, it's because they tapped another car. So what did he do that got himself solo disqualified? Anyway, drivers coming back. Next year we'll be able to do it ourselves, so that's an exciting feature for sure. Everyone's probably going to be excited to use it. Put yourself in the little own starting grid line. Yeah.
Well, hopefully the
Cloudy
camera angle
day.
changes. Yeah, it is a cloudy day. I don't like this camera angle at all, looking at the rear of the cars.
Yeah.
But we're going to make this work. So, but here we go. Start lights will come on. 5 lights will turn on. And 5 lights will go out. And away we go here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. And now look at Max. He's trying to get on this action. He's on the inside of Rogue. And Gore is on the outside as they fall into turn number 1. But it's going to be Rogue who stays ahead. And now Gore, he's fighting back from P3. He's up in the P2. Martin Sanchez in 4th. And NYK,
Someone's
he moves
off.
up in the 4th. Who just went off? It's going to be Martin Sanchez. He goes off of the Mercedes. And now they're going to be coming through turn number 3 into 4. And now this is going to get intense. Let's Talk Golf up into 7th place. Now Ruta in 6th. And now we're seeing SoCal Blazer. He's doing a great job. He's side by side with the Ferrari. And he has to go behind. He's trying to make a move down the inside into turn number 5. And it's not going to happen. Oh, he gets the move done, though. Nicely done there on the inside. And now we're going to look back at the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo.
Golf. Wow, I'm
just-
surprised he didn't DNF there, but he's hit the wall coming up turn 7, and he is still stuck on the wall.
So yellow flags in sector number 2. He's going to have to come in and pit to repair that damage. Lawrence has already made up 10 positions here, and he's up into 10th position.
Yeah, it's crazy. Looks like other than those 2 incidents, it's been clean.
So
SoCal, Sir Snow. Oh my God, are they going to go free wide?
They are going free
right
wide.
Behind them.
This is some action we're seeing here at Barcelona.
Brad. Wow, what a dive. And he kind of makes it stick. Lawrence just waiting for the opportunity to open. And he takes it.
Lawrence side by side with the McLaren of SoCal Blazing gets the move done. Now he's going to be looking down the inside, but Rad shuts the door in turn number 4 as they fall through turn number 5 into turn number 5 now. SoCal Blazer trying to just hold on to his position here from the other Ferrari of Mr. Ultra Tours. Now moves up a position into P13 now. So Let's Talk Golf has DNF now from the session. Now we have 18 drivers remaining. And now we're getting into the meat of this race in the opening laps. And this is when it gets really intense because you don't want to make a mistake now with how everybody is so close in the field. Lawrence moves down the inside now of Rad. And does he get the move done?
Fight it.
He's going to try and fight back. And no, Lawrence.
I don't know, maybe he's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it, but he has to tuck in behind. Now we have a yellow flag in sector 3. Who is that?
Atmosphere.
He is down into 18th now. So Rogue putting up another fastest lap of the race, a 1:20.005. Ginger still in that P4 position, and he is just holding on. This is where you got to kind of just hold on to that energy, that ERS, and not use it just quite yet to make some overtakes. You want to use it towards the later end of this race, especially if it holds like this. NYK currently into P5. So let's take a look at the positions gained. Lawrence already up 11 positions. Martin Sanchez loses 11 positions off of his spin. And there's an AlphaTauri in the wall. That's going to be NYK. Got a little bit too wide on the apex of turn number 4, and he just went in. Now he's got to be careful because he's got... Oh, that's right. Ghosting is on in this league. I totally forgot about that. He almost just about murdered a Red Bull there of Kaginis. So, wow, what an intense start to this race here as we're seeing some guys moving up and down the order. Martin Sanchez was able to gain a position. Now NYK loses a total of 11 positions. And now Lawrence up into P6. He's moved up 13.
Wow. Lawrence actually got tapped in the rear by Sir Snow. I thought that was going to be a spin. A lot of bumping going on. Elbows out.
Rogue getting faster, a 119.7. We're seeing the race between the Aston Martin starting to heat up a little bit. We do have the DRS active now, so now we're going to potentially see a little bit more overtakes and a little bit more aggressiveness now with the DRS open. And if you're like Max Verstappen, all you have to do is press that DRS button once, and it will open. And looking around here, Atmosphere moves up a position as well. Juan Serra moves up another position. He's up in the P12 after losing 3 positions on the start. Well, Van, that was quite the interesting first 4 laps there. Now it seems like we're starting to see the gaps grow just a bit here. But let's head over to Sir Snow, who's being chased down by Radical.
Yep, Brad's gonna have DRS, so let's see if he can get close enough to possibly make a move. I don't think he will just yet. Yep. I have to wait. Very close to touching the rear of Sir Snow. And looks like Martin gets past Torres. Let's see. Don't think Max will make any move. Ginger, not close enough. Ruda also not close enough to make any moves, I believe.
Lawrence currently absolutely ripping it across here. He puts up the fastest lap time. So
Brad making a big dive to turn 1. But he touches it. Yeah. Oh no. And then SoCal tries to take advantage, and I thought it was safe, but it was not safe enough. Brad tapping the rear wheel of Sir Snow. SoCal taking advantage.
SoCal up.
Chaos.
Well, sir, when the opportunity's there, you take them, right? Oh, I got to catch my breath now. I'm a little out of breath from all that. Doesn't help my allergies. I've been kicking up into June here, and I got one nose plugged up. So,
Martin.
Where's Martin?
Martin in P12. Not going to make a move just yet because Juan also has DRS, but he's ever so slightly getting closer, and he has the faster tire compound to help him out as well. Up the field, Ginger might be making a move. Max having DRS of his own, though. I'm not sure if we'll see Ginger making the same moves as Rad. Yep, he's not going to make any moves.
Well, Ruda is behind these guys as well. He's just waiting. Oh, and Ruda, I commentated, cursed him. And he just does a pirouette through turns 1 and 2. And Lawrence takes advantage of that, says, thank you very much, have a nice day. And he moves up into 5th.
Ultra might take advantage of Rad going wide, but nope, he's not going to send it just yet. He's going to be patient. Martin Sanchez, though, looking to make a move on Kagingas, but it is not happening as of yet. And he needs to get this move done so he can start chasing down the next group ahead of these 2 drivers, because he's just going to lose a whole bunch of time sitting behind the medium runners for now.
Well, Martin Sanchez getting very close to the rear end of Kagingas. He's about 2/10 off as they fall into turn number 10. Ooh, he peeks down the inside.
Yeah.
Kagingas slams that door shut. And this track, it's there's only a few overtaking areas. I think there's probably 2 decent ones. So you have to be brave and have to be looking at those opportunities to go around the outside of cars. And
Martin's pitting.
He's going, you know what? I'm losing too much time. I just got to get out of this traffic, go on the medium tire, and try and pull off some undercuts here.
Yep.
So, let's see here. Ooh,
pretty close. The SoCal, I don't think, that's just going to be another lap, I think, of Rad sitting behind SoCal. Ultra really can't do much to attack Rad either because he has that DRS of his own, so it's going to take a mistake until we see someone get past here.
If you just look at the top 4 right now, Rogue has a almost 2.5 second lead over Gore.
Yep, he's doing an excellent job on building that gap. You got Lawrence creeping up behind him, though. And soon Ginger, I think Ginger is very close on finally making a move on Max, if possible here, but Max has pretty good exits, and he's making sure... Ginger picks up a time penalty, their first one up the night, and that's not a good thing to see. Lawrence goes fastest.
On those medium tires as well.
Yep. SoCal looks to defend. Coming into turn 1, I think Rad actually going to have enough speed. Yes, he will have enough speed to get past him. Ultra way too far behind to follow in his footsteps, but Rad gets the move done finally after a couple laps behind the McLaren.
Now it's going to be up to Mr. Ultra now to get by the McLaren of SoCal Blazer. And that's going to be a tall order to ask of that Ferrari. I mean, SoCal, he doesn't make very many mistakes. So the fact that Rad finally got by him, I mean, really says a lot about what kind of driver Rad is. And I mean, I've raced with SoCal in the F1 2020 game. In the first time I actually raced in a league was in that season, in one of the first season, I think, of 2020, or the second season. I can't remember which season I joined of that iteration of the game. And he is quite the driver, so he is somebody to keep an eye on throughout this race. The gaps in the front, still about a half a second between Ginger and Max. So some guys really starting to chill out here as we're going. Juan Serra now getting by. What happened to Mr. Ultra? To Mr. Ultra, he pitted.
Yep.
He's going to go in for those medium tires now. Those tires at 48%. So on the soft tires. So let's see. Rogue currently sitting at 62. Wow. Those tires are getting a little bit worn. It wouldn't surprise me if we see all these soft runners go in. So Lawrence's strategy really doing wonders for him. Now Gore picking up a 3-second time penalty for track limits.
Ginger might have... no. Not close enough. It looked like he was going to have a really good exit and possibly make a move for Max, but he's just chilling behind them. Lawrence very close to getting DRS on Ginger. A sign that the softs are starting to die here.
Well, Lawrence is going to take the lead of this race if this continues on. Ooh, and Ginger get a little bit loose coming through turn 2. Let's see, what other battles are starting to form? Juan Serra getting close to his teammate. Martin Sanchez, fastest lap of the race, 119.0. On medium tires as well.
Rogue seems to have some kind of issue because he has lost a second worth of time, and DRS for Gore would be crucial for these Aston Martins, I feel, to help them in their race. Lawrence in DRS of Ginger now, and he's definitely not going to shy off a move if he can see it. So we'll see what happens. He's going to have a really good exit, most likely, and I think he's going to have this move done on Ginger. That's going to be Gore pitting the first one up to Aston Martin. We'll see when his teammate Max decides to pit as well.
Lawrence not able to get the job done just yet as they come through turn 3 and into turn 4. And Kaginis, hello Kaginis, he's up in the 7th as Rad was lost a position there. Same with SoCal Blazer and Juan Serra. They double stacked the pit stop, so
that's interesting.
That is very interesting. They were following each other as well. So,
and Juan, they got a new wing, so that's this extra time loss. Very interesting strats.
Well, I'm guessing that's why he pitted, because I bet he either went to the back of his teammate and got some damage on that front wing and was forced to pit.
Oh.
So
Look at the situation up front for Max. He is... Oh, actually, no. He's going to pass Draken. That's going to lose the DRS for him, I think. Let's see if he pits, because if not, I think we might see Ginger finally make a move. Nope, yep, they're going to pit.
They're both pitting at the same time.
So he's just going to keep following him.
Rogue using all that energy down to 6%.
Yeah. Rita also coming into the pits.
And look how close these two are. Max and Ginger are literally nose to tail.
Yeah.
As
Let's
they come out of the pit lane. This is absolutely incredible. And they only lost a couple of positions.
3 seconds from Gore, so Max under a bit of trouble because Ginger will have a very good opportunity now to get past him. So Ruda, oh my god. And Rogue's retired after turn 8. Is that going to be a safety car worthy incident? I don't think it is, because I think it would have been called out by now, but I don't think we'll see this car either, will we? Let's see.
Oh, we will.
Gore's gonna get there. Yep. I don't know. Wow, that's a weird spot. Normally, it's much more like closer to the start of that corner. I must see. I don't know. It's weird. Unfortunate to see by Rogue. It is a common spot to see DNFs, though.
That is unfortunate because it was an immediate retirement too. It wasn't just a pause and retire. He definitely had some terminal damage on that car that prevented him from continuing on. And now
Ginger, yep.
Ginger does it again. He finally gets by the Aston Martin of Max as they come into turn 1, and he's going to be absolutely happy about that because that puts him up into the podium. Man's on a mission. Now he's got to go catch Gore. Now he's only 2.9 seconds back off of Gore, and that was that was over 3 seconds last time.
Big and Ultra fighting it out big on 12-lap old mediums, so he's going to be much slower.
The gap is starting to grow between Lawrence and Gore, 18 seconds now. And Ginger now only 2.4 seconds away from Gore. Well, we're keeping our eyes.
Oh, Ultra, he's in the wall. Wow. And that's not... I thought that was luckily for him, it's not. He just lost his wing.
He'll get going again here. But that car is going to be a very difficult ride home.
For sure. Ginger fastest lap.
Martin Sanchez now up in the P6 after losing all those positions at the start of this race. And he is moving fast, but his teammate Ruda on the fresher tire getting very, very close. 2/10 behind him at this point in time. Atmosphere falls into the pits now. Let's see what tire he heads off to. He's not there yet.
Ultra picks up 5 seconds for speeding into the pit lane. More insult to injury there.
Ginger now 2.2 seconds back. He is absolutely putting it pedal to the metal. He knows Gore has that penalty as long with him. All he has to be is 3 seconds in front of Max, and he's going to secure the position. If you're just joining us, we've had 2 DNFs here, Rogue and Let's Talk Golf. Let's Talk Golf was the first one. Rogue ended up going out in turn 9 down the front as he goes down that back straight into turn 10. And he was leading this race before that happened. So your new race leader currently is Lawrence, who's on 14-lap old medium tires. And that gap is starting to shrink. I'm looking at the pit stop times. Right now we're looking at an average of about...
Oh, NYK spins in front of Radical.
Ooh.
And he's backwards on track. Luckily, Ghosting is on.
Luckily.
Not the best day for NYK as he hits the wall of his rear. Luckily, no damage, I assume.
So looking at the times of guys in the pit stops, we're looking about 20 seconds in the pits. So you got to have a 20-second gap in order to stay ahead of somebody if you want to be able to have that lead. So when Lawrence pits, if he pits in the next couple of laps, he will fall right behind Ginger and get in the middle of Ginger and Max. But he still has a long ways to go on those tires. He's only at Lawrence is currently 49% on the tires, so he's looking good. He's looking okay. But if you look, Gore, he's somewhat trying to pick it up a little bit, but he's lost a little bit more time now. He's 18.2 seconds back, and Ginger a second and a half back from Gore. See where else is some action starting to heat up here. Tours getting towards the rear end of Kaginis.
Yep, Kaginis just made a move in turn 1. He's on pressure medium, so he'll have that pace advantage for a little bit. And tire grip going for him. He's going to be focusing on getting the Sir Snow now. Big also got passed on the straight this lap from SoCal. He's on 15 lap old mediums. He still hasn't pitted alongside Lawrence. So we'll see what kind of plan Big has up his sleeve. There's a car that is one of Ruda or Martin. It is Ruda stuck in the wall or something. He's pitting now with Big also pitting just behind him. So whatever happened there, definitely going to hurt Ruda.
Well, Ruda ended up losing his lane. So, he puts on medium tires.
Yeah. Big should be ahead of him. Yep, he will. So, Ruda falling from 6 to 13. Fig going for the hard compound. Lawrence still on the mediums. And we can only assume those tires must be getting worn, or at least very close to getting very worn. Because most of our soft runners did around 10 to 12 laps, so we'll see. He has to keep those tires on for at least like 4 more laps, unless he plans on extending the softs. Which I don't think he'll do. He has a lot of time behind him where he could extend on the mediums and then slap on the softs and still be quick enough to pass score. Later on, I do think we'll see Juan actually retiring. Will just be a safety car.
It will
yes,
be.
It will. Wow.
Oh. And that gives the advantage back to Lawrence. That is what he was hoping for. As we now hit the safety car, he's going to get a free pit stop out of this.
The problem is, this is not actually, I think, advantage for Lawrence because, like, he'll probably go on hards, but I think he was planning on waiting to go on the softs in a couple laps. But yeah, we're going to see him pit. I think we'll see him. Or he might do, I think he did this one race where he pitted for a compound and then repitted back to the other compound. We'll see if he does that again, because I think he might try to pull that cheeky thing again. And let's see, the tire he's going to put on is going to be the softs, which I'm going to guarantee that he's going to be repitting for mediums now. Unless, again, he plans on taking those softs to the end.
Well, everybody else falling into the pits now. I'll be curious to see what Gore goes to.
They're going to go on mediums because the mediums would last from this point on, and that's why I'm going to assume Lawrence will also be repitting. He will have that space behind him, which will allow him to still be first. So, yeah, he's going to pull that cheeky thing that I don't think many other people would be pulling right now. Like, if I was in this position, I'd be like, damn, there goes my strategy. But he's done this before, so I think we'll see it again. Actually, I do think Gore will catch up. So he will be dropping. Yeah, he'll be dropping in a few spots for sure.
Well, while we're here under safety car, Van, what events do we got coming up this week? Wednesday night, of course, Assetto Corsa F1.
Yep. ACF1 returns after its break week. We're going to head to Canada. And then I believe Saturday, I think the final round of F4 is Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yep. Because
And
tomorrow
then
is Road to Glory.
IndyCar. Oh yeah, Road to Glory on Monday, which is tomorrow. And then F4 Tuesday, ACF1 on Wednesday, IndyCar Thursday, of course, or Friday, right?
Thursday.
I always get those confused.
Yeah.
Friday, there's nothing, I believe.
It's the only day of the week we don't have anything.
Yep, and then Saturday, I believe, is the start of ACC's first little mini season of Super Trofeo car.
GT3. So, a lot of racing. We're back in the full swing of things around here at Apollo Racing Club.
Yep. It is summertime, so a lot of people are chopping in and out of races, which is understandable.
And if you're curious on how to join any of our sim racing leagues here at Apollo Racing Club, head over to grid-finder.com and search Apollo Racing Club. We are a Grid Finder approved league. Or you can head over to apolloracing.club and apply to join the league. We also have a Discord. If you go to, is it discord.gg / what is our URL? Is it / Apollo Racing Club?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Some crazy things happening right now. We have Lawrence letting by Ultra and Atmosphere, and then they're getting by the safety car. This is actually, I believe, against the rules because you could disqualify yourself. But it looks like they're going to be clear for now.
Oh no, they're going to get a lap back. So
that's lucky though, because normally sometimes the game might glitch and disqualify Ultra and Atmosphere, so they're lucky. Lawrence actually did not pit again, which I guess, yeah, he's going to set those softs to like 14 laps, but he'll have the advantage of being under safety car for a lap or two now extra, which will help him save the tires just a bit. So, yeah, it's weird. You know, you'd think that the other guys would also think of going on the softs, but I guess maybe they're a little bit worn from quali, so there's that. I thought he was going to pull a cheeky move and go back on the mediums, but I think maybe he's just going to take it on the softs, risk it. I think Gore will have a advantage towards the final 5 laps or so of this race, so hopefully he can keep it clean. He does have that penalty, which will suck. So maybe Max could be the one who could take advantage if he has a really good restart here, but we'll see. Big, I'm kind of... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Ginger was much quicker on that last stint than Gore. Ginger was putting in some very quick laps, almost 2 to 3 tenths quicker than Gore every lap. And we can't forget about him. If Lawrence tires goes down and Ginger is in the mix still, he could very well win this race.
Yeah, we'll see.
But don't also Martin Sanchez is up there as well, and he's been quick pretty much all day.
Martin Sanchez also a shout to possibly pick up a win, but it's all going to be about the restart here. And I think we'll be going in this lap, even though Ultra and Atmosphere are way behind, but we'll see. I'm kind of shocked that Fig did not repit. He's going to have a huge disadvantage on those hards.
Yeah, that hard tire is definitely not the tire of choice for a lot of guys. So, safety car in this lap. So we're seeing Lawrence now. He's going to bunch up the field, back them all up, allow the safety car to get a little bit of a distance here. Because basically where he's probably going to go from is from right at the chicane. And in my opinion, that's a smart way to do it. Get your opponents behind you slowed down enough where they can't just punch it and get you down the straight. Gore warming up those tires. All right, here goes Lawrence. And like I said, he takes off in the exit of the chicane, and we're back to racing here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. And something's happened to Ginger.
Yeah. He must have had I don't know. That's
Ginger!
totally a Ginger thing to somehow botch that, but that's really unfortunate. But Aston Martins will be happy about that.
Ay, 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 Ginger. You had the opportunity to win it, sir, and you messed it up. You muffed it. And now he's all the way towards the back. What looked like
Draken retires on track. I'd be surprised that leads anything.
Oh, he's in the pit lane, it looks like already. So, oh no, he's in
Turn 1, 2,
Two.
compound. That's okay. Everyone's fighting. I think we'll definitely see something happening, and maybe a BSC, because people are gonna be more desperate to try to reclaim positions they may have lost. Ruta, for example, possibly looking to dive down to inside of Sir Snow, which he's going to do, and he actually, whoa, what's going on? Are you seeing that too?
Yeah, I saw that netcode, it looked like. And now these guys, they're rubbing wheels!
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Ruta picks up a penalty. Maybe some desync going on, hopefully not.
That was,
that was weird.
I saw that. It was like they're bumping and bruising, and Sir Snow's turned in on him and went through him, and... Oh,
Rad.
yeah, and now NYK's getting by him.
Oh, whoa, what the heck?
Ruta's having some very bad connection issues, it seems like. He is definitely
Fig! Fig is one. I don't know if he got hit. Yeah, that's really weird by Ruta. What's going on?
Ruta, tell your family to stop watching Netflix. You're in a race.
Gore is unable to really make much with the mediums, which is understandable. Lawrence on the softs, so I think that's clear to say Lawrence will probably win this race. So it's going to really be true. Lawrence could still spin. Gore could end up doing some really fantastic laps. We'll have to see. Ginger picks up another time penalty. Ruta spins into the wall by himself. He is lost.
Looks like he's able to continue on here. He did damage that front right wing just a little bit. DRS is back enabled here. So NYK up in the 9th, by the way. He's made some really big strides to get up there. Currently the biggest gainers in this race so far. Lawrence, 18 positions. What a race from him, starting dead last. And then now Ruta. He's out.
In the pits. Yep.
Kaginis up 10 positions. He's up in the 5th.
Yep, he is under attack by SoCal though, so we'll need to do some defending shortly. Does have older tires.
And SoCal, he gets so close in the corners, but he loses all that time when he on the exit. So he's fast in, but not so fast out. But that's all right. But he's still sticking with Kaginis as they come through the chicane. Now Max picking up a 3-second time penalty for track limits.
Yep, that puts Martin in a very good position to pick up a podium at the very least for this race.
If you're Martin right now, you want to get past Max and shoot for that P2 potentially. NYK making the move happen through turn 1 past Sir Snow, moves up in the 8th place now.
That's someone off. That's Turaz.
Top speed currently is the VF2188. Who's in the 88? Is that Golf? No, golf is gone. It's Snow. Snow currently with the fastest speed. Top speed, 328 kilometers per hour. At least according to some statistics. So some interesting statistics there. Just trying to see what else has happened here. There's some interesting statistics as we go through this race. Ooh, Radical Network, or Aardvark, excuse me, getting real close to SoCal.
Yep.
There's a
And then you also have, NYK joining in for the fun here on that midfield. Battle for fifth, 10 points. Very valuable.
You can see Martin as well. He's getting real close to the rear end of Max. But Kagina's doing a great job here defending his position. P5 for him would be a very good thing. Let's see, where is his best finish?
Rad just had some weird issue. He just jumped behind NYK after disconnecting. So hopefully the lobby isn't like bugged or anything.
I saw it too happen with Rad trying to go through but not able to happen. I saw some happen with Max, where Max was very close to the front bumper of Martin Sanchez, and then he jumped out to almost 5/10 through the sector. They're coming almost, as they come into turn 10 currently. And now SoCal Blazer gets the job done. He moves up into P5. And now look at the queue behind him. Oh, my Lord. Oh.
One mistake could cost you a lot of positions.
You got SoCal Blazer, Kaginis, NYK, Rad, Mr. Ultra, and Sir Snow. All right there.
It's important to note Rad is disconnected at the moment, so...
Oh, and we have an overtake.
His AI is going to go in the pits, so Rad, I'm so sorry if you return. Rad's saying that he's going to become the Joker in T1 chat, so he's definitely not pleased about whatever happened.
Well, Martin Sanchez has moved up in this third place.
Yeah. NYK and Ultra, no, that's Kagigas. Going side by side into turn 4, 5. NYK gets the move done.
Nicely done.
But you do have Ultra and Sir Snow looking around, ready to pounce on any mistakes. Oh, speaking of mistakes, Ultra makes a mistake, and he's going to have a very slow exit. Sir Snow needs to have a good exit, but looks like he did not, so he won't be able to take advantage of his little mistake Ultra made just now.
Oh. You can just hear him fighting Mr. Ultra. He was fighting that car at this point. He's had a lot of oversteer, especially through that final section of the track. And he's fallen way behind now of this queue of cars.
NYK gets the move done on SoCal. Wow, I thought they were going to touch very close to touching the wheels of NYK SoCal. Luckily, no collisions.
Well, here's something to note. Currently, Martin Sanchez 1.3 seconds behind Gore.
Yep,
So what did I say?
uh,
He needed to go for it. He needed to go for the move and claim second place.
4 laps left. Not sure if he'll have enough time to get past him, but we'll see. He's very speedy.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about getting past him. All he has to do is remain in 3 seconds.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
So let's take a look at those penalties. So Gore with 3 seconds, Max with 3, SoCal with 3, Mr. Ultra with 6, Sir Snow and Atmosphere with 3 seconds, and Ginger with 6. And Mr. Ultra now getting side by side battle.
Is pitting. That's very interesting. Why would you want to pit on the final 3 laps? It's just conceding points for no reason, I feel.
He's gonna have a tough challenge because Fig, he's just now coming down the front straight.
Yep.
That-
and he
that's
might even, he's going to go down forever as Turaz and Atmosphere get past him. He's going to be on the softs, but I don't think he'll be able to get past the lap, though. We'll see.
Well, I mean, it doesn't even matter if he's not in the top 10
Yeah.
for fastest lap. I mean, he just gave up those points.
Atmosphere takes too much curb in the second turn, and now he's spun. So maybe he could get that point now. If that spin.
Well, he's going to have to really push it. I mean, that's a tall order. Got to wonder what kind of strategy call that was, if that was talked about beforehand or what. I mean, he had 2 points in the bag, and now he's down to 0 for the Red Bull team. And looking at Martin Sanchez once again, he is now less than a second. He had the DRS wide open down the front straight, and now he's coming through turns 1 and 2, and he's gaining so much time on the Gore. The Aston Martins, they're going to be happy that the Red Bulls, that Ginger is pretty much out of contention in this race. But
Ride retires on track. He needs to be careful because his guide didn't goes.
And now Rad's car stopped right in the middle of the front straight. As we see this battle continuing on, Lawrence with a huge lead still. Now DRS wide open for Martin Sanchez. Can he get the move done? He's looking down the inside and he gets it done before turn number 1. And Gore's race, he was comfortable in P2. Now he's going to be looking at the rear end of the Mercedes. I'll give it up to Martin Sanchez. I mean, that man has been on a run here. At the end of the first lap, he was pretty much 2 positions from last. And he's made it all the way back up. And he's up in the P2. Guinness now very close. He's side by side with Tours. And gets the job done. He's up into the points now. Now Martin Sanchez, 3-second time penalty for track limits.
That's thank God he didn't get that before or something. I don't know. Otherwise Gore maybe would have defended harder or something. But this will give more reason for Gore to attack now really hard coming in the final lap of this race. So we'll see who picks up second place.
Well, Lawrence has now started the final lap, and same with Martin Sanchez, Gore, Max.
Yep, he's gonna make the move.
Goes down the inside.
Gonna fight it. Oh wow! Wow, good job by Martin to actually not spin there because felt it coming. But I don't know. He may have just screwed his race by not just chilling behind him.
Yeah, because Martin has a little bit ERS than Gore does. Actually, they're about even now.
Yeah, I think he screwed up here. I mean, I think that's a prime example why you shouldn't always try to make the move on track, but
You always got
I
to
guess he
wait for
really
the
wanted it.
final bit. But I mean, that finish line is fairly early. So it's going to be interesting here. Can this DRS work? It's the last chance.
No,
Ooh, he
I can't.
tries
I
it.
can't see it happening unless he forces a move, and even if he does, then he might hit Gore, and it would just be a report. So I mean, I really can't see anything happening. He really screwed himself there
Well,
by not being patient.
Lawrence wins the race. He crosses the finish line. And Gore, is he going to eke him out? Is he going to eke Martin Sanchez out? He does. And Max comes home in fourth. NYK, 14 seconds back. He won't be able to capitalize here. He comes through the chicane now through the final turn. And NYK, fifth place for him. SoCal Blazer in sixth. Mr. Ultra in seventh. Sir Snow up into eighth place. Fig coming through that last chicane there. No spin, no nothing. He's going to come across the line now. And he is going to pick up P9. Kagemis is going to finish P10 after a tough race for him. Tours into 11th. Ginger in 12th after being third on the grid and really fighting back and just had the spin at the restart. And Atmosphere will come home to 13th, and he is the last of our finishers. Well, Van, we had a race.
Yep.
We went car racing. But your driver of the day, Lawrence, after starting dead last and winning the race, I mean, I definitely agree with that. That was one heck of a performance. If not, it would have gone to Martin Sanchez, to be honest, as well. So, yeah, it's over now. I mean, that was quite the race. We had a safety car. I mean, we had just about everything in there. Some very good, clean racing as well. And that's it. That's all. And really, Van, what was your thoughts?
It was an interesting race. I think Martin definitely screwed himself a bit, unfortunately.
Rogue picking up terminal damage, by the way.
Yep. Rogue, unfortunate what happened to him. It would have been interesting to see what he could have done.
Well, do we have interviews to do? Should we interview our top our winner tonight?
Up to you.
Well, we are more than happy to. Give me 1 second. I'll pull him in here. Or somebody message him. Let's see here. See if he's interested in being in an interview. Of course, we want to thank grid-finder.com and, of course, Driver61 for supporting Apollo Racing Club. We're over 1,000 members strong here, so if you're interested in joining again, head over to apolloracing.club to find out more on how to join us here at Apollo Racing Club. So, all right, Van, can you drag him up here?
Who am I dragging? Some idiot?
Some idiot, yep. Hello, Lawrence, right?
Sure.
Yes. First off, congratulations on another race victory. That's 2 in a row for you. You started in the back tonight. You get driver of the day. How are you feeling after this race?
Pretty good. Also, just this is a sanity check. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yep.
Perfect. I've had internet issues for the last week, so wanted to be safe and ask. No, that felt awesome. That whole race felt awesome. Car felt great. Setup was great. I felt like I was just doing things the way you you envision a best case scenario. That was really fun for me. I'll say.
Safety car came out quite late in the race. Did you feel any sort of pressure after that, or did you feel like you had it in the bag?
It was right in the middle of my pit window. I was trying to actually go to lap 23 or so. I felt like I was actually overcutting on the mediums. The tires felt great. Everything felt great. I'm very optimistic right now. Very positive right now. But it was right in the middle of the pit window. Had the gap. I knew the softs would make it from there. I think I was like 69 or 70% wear at the end on those softs. So it just kind of played into that best case scenario. I think that's the best way to frame it.
Well, looking at the point situation here, if my math is correct, you go from fifth place to third. You're sitting currently with 43 points. Rogue sitting with 67. So you would either be you would be tied on points, I think, or just a point ahead. So
Did I get the fastest lap? I
you did.
I can't remember. Okay.
You
So
did.
I would have 26 points from that. I would have, I think, 69 points after today.
That's a huge accomplishment considering you you missed a couple of races here in the early stages. You missed Singapore and Silverstone, but I mean, you as a reserve driver, very impressive driving this week. Van, do you have any questions for our race winner?
No.
No. Okay. Short and sweet. That's how we like to do things around here. Well, congratulations, sir. Hopefully we see you next week. Heck of a performance here tonight. You are the driver of the day. You got fastest lap, and well done.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys having me here.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you, sir.
problem. Have a good night.
You too.
And that was Lawrence, our race winner here at Apollo Racing Club. And that will do it for us here on the broadcast. Van, any final thoughts?
Nope.
No? Nothing?
No.
No.
We'll see you guys next week at Saudi Arabia, Jeddah.
So, Jeddah next week. So, well, for everybody here at Apollo Racing Club, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the follow button, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Keep up with everything. Watch our videos, all our races on demand. And we will see you next time I'll be on the broadcast. Will be Wednesday night for ACF1. And, of course, tune in on Tuesday night for the finale of the Formula 4 in iRacing League. For everybody here at Apollo Racing Club, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.